everyone, and welcome to the playoffs of the YouTube Challengers League. Today we're up against actually Among Us and the Atlanta Sobble. I've got both of our teams on screen. We did lose to the Atlanta Sobble in round 1, so actually Among Us didn't draft this team, but they did pick it up before that round 1 battle. He has made no trades. I think he's got a really strong team. I'm surprised that the original coach didn't want to stick with it. But they did leave. I'm going to bring a pretty similar team that I did to round 1. So Ladius, Milotic, Nidoking, Colossal, and Lanoon. In round 1 I brought Meowstic, but this time I'm going to bring Thwacky, which I didn't have at the time. I did make a trade. I traded Orbeetle for Thwacky. It's been my only trade for this season. I think that Atlanta Sobble will bring the same team, so they did bring Dragonite, Azumarill, Metagross, Rotom Mow, Miltank, and Thievul. I think they will bring the same team again. We had a lot of trouble with Thievul in round 1. Azumarill also got 4 kills. We did get pretty unlucky in round 1. We had a really important turn where I had Meowstic in against his Azumarill. Had to pick between using Charm or Thunder Wave. I went for Thunder Wave. I missed, and I'll just put it on the screen now what happened after that miss. Thunder Wave here. I could go into Thievul, maybe. That sucks. That sucked. Okay. Alright, get the burn, get the burn, get the burn, get the burn, get the burn. Ooh. Alright, very bulky. Gets player off. Alright, that's me. Done. Concern to watch out for. Played that really well. Prepped much better than I expected. We lose that one 2-0. Okay, so pretty important. That Azumarill was an Assault Vest set. I don't know if they're going to bring that set again. They could go for a Belly Drum set. And that's just part of it. He's doing really well with Azumarill. You can see that it's got 15 kills and only died 3 times. So he's obviously putting in a heap of work with that Azumarill. He's also gotten a lot of kills with Dragonite. You can see my team, a lot of my kills have been by Nidoking, and then I've got a few shared around elsewhere. Like I've got 6 with Ladius and 6 with Thwacky. I guess a bit of a game within a game this week is that Nidoking and Azumarill both finished the season with 15 kills each. So, I mean, I'm going to be looking for an opportunity to get some kills with Nidoking and try to limit him. But at the end of the day, we just want to win the game. So I'll quickly go through my squad. I'll let you know now that some of the EVs on this aren't right. You'll notice what I mean, but I did fix them in my game, so they're all good. Okay, so I've got Lanoon, my little speedy. It's got the Aguava Berry, it's Adamant, it's Belly Drum Extreme Speed, Throat Chop for mostly Metagross. You can see if it gets to +6, it's doing a lot of damage with mostly Extreme Speed. I've got Milotic, so that's my physical wall. It's going to be my switch in to Azumarill and Dragonite. I do need to be careful of a +6 Adamant play rough from Azumarill though. It will kill me even if I'm burnt, and you know, I've got that Marvel Scale. It's still going to kill me, so I need to worry about that. But I can handle Dragonite and Metagross really well. I've got Thwacky, which is mostly my switch in for Rotom Mow, which is like his pivot. It also gives me a U-turn option, and that grassy terrain will protect Colossal, because grassy surge, grassy terrain, it halves the damage from Earthquake, so that'll give me some opportunities to get rocks up and keep his rocks down. And you can see I can just chip away at Rotom with U-turn as well, so he'll need to be careful of that. And it's max HP, max special defense. My Nidoking, it can do a lot of damage to his team. Obviously I do, just need to be careful to preserve it, particularly for late game. and it speed creeps a non-booster Dragonite. So obviously if he sets a Dragon Dance, I've kind of got to switch out there because he's just going to outspeed me and kill me with Earthquake, or pretty much anything. Latias, bit of a surprise set. It's just an early wall breaker. I'm hoping to use either Calm Mind or Reflect and get him to activate my weakness policy, even if he uses Knockoff with Thievel as a lead, or Ice Punch with Metagross, or maybe Dragon Claw with Dragonite. I can pop off that, and Stored Power is going to do a lot of damage to his team. Aura Sphere does a fair bit to Metagross and to Thievel, so I can get myself into a really good spot. And then I've got Colossal, which is trying to get some burns, but mostly its job is to set Stealth Rocks, get that Rapid Spin. If he does set Rocks, which he will most likely try to do with Miltank. Scald, I'm happy to show off that it's got Scald and Will-O-Wisp because I don't really want him switching in Azumarill and Dragonite too often, so it's kind of a scare tactic to try to keep them out of play until I'm a bit more comfortable playing against them once his team's a bit weakened. But you can see it can take a hit. And that's a big thing with Colossal. It can take a hit, and with that Flame Body as well. It's just giving me so many opportunities to get those burns with between Flame Body, Will-O-Wisp, and Scald. So I'm hoping to get some burns here and there. Obviously, it'd be ideal to burn Azumarill or Dragonite. Alright, so let's get into the match. Alright, we're back for the match, and he's brought the exact team that I thought he'd bring. No surprises there. I think his Thievel will either be Focus Sash or Choice Scarf. Probably Focus Sash because he won't want me to use screens, so I think I will go with Latias here and just set Reflect. His team's pretty physically dominant. I want to limit the damage on a knockoff as well, so if I can outspeed him, use Reflect while he knocks off, then I can put myself in a pretty good spot. So that's what I'm going to do here. The only other thing he might do is lead with Rotom-Mow, which then I'm probably better off switching to Thwackey, but he might go for Trick. But yeah, we'll see what he does. Alright, he leads Metagross. Did not expect that. Did not expect that at all. Alright, yeah, I did lead Latias. I don't know what I was thinking there. Alright. What does he do here? Could go Meteor Mash. I think I will just go Reflect here. What does he do here? Agility, okay. He might have Ice Punch. So if I can go Calm Mind here. Could use Ice Punch, Meteor Mash. I'm going to go one more Calm Mind here. Goes Meteor Mash again. Alright, and then we're just going Aura Sphere on the next attack. We should do quite a big chunk. Oh, got a crit. Alright, I think here I'll just go into my loaded because it's an easy way to just pop off that that flame orb, and I can use Latius again later to maybe set reflect. Alright, takes barely anything, and then I can just use Scold here, and nothing really wants to come in on Scold, so which I might actually use Flip Turn here actually, because he might switch out to. Okay, that was probably not too important, but Milotic gets the kill. Probably goes into Thievel or Rotom here. I think for both I'm pretty happy to go into Latius, I think. Not sure why you went for Zen Headbutt there. I don't know what he was thinking I'd do. Goes Thievel, so. Alright, so this will be good because I can go for Aura Sphere here and I'll figure out whether he's Choice Scarfed or not. Alright, he's Choice Scarfed here. So that's a good bit of info because even at max speed he'd be 156 and I'm 157, so I think I can just go into yeah, I can just go into Milotic. That's kind of my knockoff switch in now because I don't really need that Flame Orb, or I don't need that Flame Orb anymore. So I can either go for Scold or Flip Turn here. I'm going to go for Scold. He's probably going to go into Rotom here. Yep. And then I can just go into Thwacky. He's potentially going to try and trick a well, he's not Choice Scarf because Thievel's Choice Scarf gets a burn, so that's fortunate for me. I mean, it could be Specs. I'm still going to go into Thwacky here. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for a Specs trick here, but we'll see. Get the Grassy Surge. I'd like to bring in Colossal soon. This just gives Colossal a little bit of protection. Goes Leaf Storm. Getting a bit fortunate here. I think I want to just go for knockoff here. I don't want to go for U-turn just yet. Alright, so he's not Specs. Alright, so something's getting their item knocked off here. What's he switching here? definitely doesn't. Maybe Miltank might have Rocky Helmet. He might be happy to sack that off at the moment. I don't think he wants to lose the Evil's Choice Scarf. So yeah, he goes Miltank. It's probably Rocky Helmet. Yep. Alright. And then we just go into Colossal here. He's probably going to set Stealth Rocks. Ice Punch. Gets a burn, wow. Alright, getting some good fortune here. Alright, I think I will set Stealth Rocks. It is tempting to go for a Will-O-Wisp though, thinking he's going to switch into Azumarill or Dragonite. Yeah, I'm gonna go. There's a good chance he stays in here though, so I'm gonna go Stealth Rocks. But if I could predict a switch into Azumarill or Dragonite, yeah, it goes Earthquake. But Grass Train's up, so that shouldn't do too much. Yeah, doesn't do too much. We're just gonna get Stealth Rocks up. Alright, I'm tempted here to just go for the Will-O-Wisp. I don't think he stays in here, but I also want to scare him from sending in something like Dragonite or Azumarill on Colossal. So, I mean, even if he does stay in, it's no, okay, Brick Break. Alright, because I'm showing off the Will-O-Wisp here, I think it gives me a bit of a safer switch out every time I bring in Colossal, because he goes, crap, I don't want to send in Azumarill or Dragonite because I don't want to get burned. So just gives me a little bit of protection. Alright, and that was the end of Grassy Terrain, so I think I'm happy to send in Thwacky at the moment. I think Miltank's going to take a little bit of work to remove from this game, but that's fine. Alright, he does have Stealth Rocks, so that's okay. I might go Ice Punch here. I might go for a Drain Punch and then maybe U-turn out in the next turn. It's also be good to see what his speed tier sort of is as well. I think I'm slow. Alright, I'm quite slow here. Alright, and then we just U-turn out here. And we'll just go into Colossal and we'll rapid spin those rocks away. Depending on what he does as well. Alright, he does withdraw. Goes into Rotom. U-turn's going to do a decent amount. Yep. Alright, he's a Berry Rotom. So that's quite alright. tricky sort of spot here because Rotom's obviously my switch in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Colossal, and then I'm just going to switch back into Rotom. It's not taking any damage from rocks, got heavy duty boots, gets a bit of grassy terrain, healing. He obviously doesn't get the grassy terrain boost to his attacks or healing because of Levitate, and then I can just switch into Thwacky. I'm going to take a little bit of damage from Stealth Rocks here, but I think you'll go for Leaf Storm here just to do some damage on Colossal. No, Thunderbolt. Get a bit of healing. And then we just U-turn out. He Volt switches anyway. Does barely anything. Still chipping away, like I don't want Thwacky to get too low. Probably goes to Miltank here. Yeah, like I don't want Thwacky to get too low on health, but it's not the worst situation at the moment. Yeah, it goes Miltank. Yes, we're obviously chipping away at Miltank in the meantime, so like that's all good. Alright, we're just going to Colos. It's actually tempting to go Lanoon here, just because I've got rocks up. But I'm not going to do that yet. I think I might be playing a little bit too safe. It might be a good time to get in Lanoon here, but I think that at the moment I'm winning this sort of matchup. You know, just chipping away at his team. I want to get rid of Rotom, things like that. So yeah. So yeah, I think I can just go. Obviously, his Earthquake's going to do a little bit more now because there's no grassy terrain. But I think it's just a good time to go for Rapid Spin, get rid of the rocks. He probably Milk Drinks, which is fine. Thing is as well, if I've got rocks up and I've removed his, I'm kind of happy for him to, kind of happy to take a risk at some point to use Will-O-Wisp while he tries to Belly Drum or use Dragon Dance. I think that would be like a pretty ideal situation. I mean, he could set Stealth Rocks here. Alright, Scold's not doing enough. Actually, no, it might, because the burn damage. Let's see what he does. He might set Stealth Rocks here. No, goes Earthquake. Yeah, so the burn gets kill there, so that's good. Alright, so now I'm liking that. Obviously I've got rocks up and he doesn't. What does he do here? Okay, he does go Azumarill. Alright, I think I have to go into Milotic here. He could go belly. If he goes belly drum player off, obviously, you know, that really sucks for us. I feel like this turn's going to be important. Like, he could be Assault Vest, he could be belly drum, Pinchberry. Like, we don't know. Alright, use the knockoffs. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Alright, definitely happy with that. I just go for recover here. He probably switches into Rotom, which is again fine. If he switches into Rotom, he's going to take some rocks damage, and then I can just bring in Thwacky. He does stay in. So is this the turn that he goes for belly drum? Maybe. No, player off. Does decent damage. So he might, I'm assuming here that he's yeah. I'm assuming there that he's Assault Vest, so I'm fine with this. I can just keep my Milotic healthy. And as long as I keep my Milotic healthy and he's Assault Vest, then Azumarill can't really touch me. Alright, and then I just switch in Thwacky here. I think he just goes Leaf Storm. Unless he Volt Switch, like he could Volt Switch here actually. Maybe Volt Switch for a like Scarf U-turn from Feeble. No, it goes Leaf Storm. Alright, so it doesn't do enough to get the like get me off guard really. I think I just U-turn out here. Yep. Alright, goes for Volt Switch, that's fine. Yep, goes into Feeble. So this will be fine. He'll take some damage from the rocks and then get hit by the U-turn, which does quite a lot. And then I think I'm just going to go into Milotic and just use Flip Turn actually. I don't really want him to be going for a Scarf knockoff at this point. Okay, that's fine. It's good to know that he's got Parting Shot as well. Interesting if he goes into Rotom. Alright, so Rotom's gone. I think he just go. I think he I think he would like to go into Thievel again here. Alright, I don't really need Thwack anymore. So I think I'm happy to go for a U-turn. Yep, so there goes Rodon. He could fake that he's got, alright, he goes in Dragonite, see if he's heavy duty boots. Yeah, he's heavy duty boots, so we're just U-turning here. Yeah, goes Dragon Dance, so I'm just U-turning into my Milotic here, just using Haze. No, that breaks that multi-scale, so we're fine with that. So we're just using Haze. Ideally he goes for another Dragon Dance here, but okay, uses Scale Shot, so that's fine as well. Does a fair bit of damage, but alright, so alright, so I'm still gonna go for Recover here, which might seem dumb, but if he attacks here, it puts him in a really bad spot. And I still like Milotic as a switch into Azumarill, so yeah, there you go, switches out. Takes a bit more rocks damage. And then I'm happy to just use Scald here. Obviously nothing that he's got left wants to take a Scald, doesn't want to get burnt. Now I outspeed as well, which is nice. Alright, then I'll just recover. Obviously I want to keep my health as close to full as possible, just you know, for obvious reasons. Obviously if he misses a play rough, that's good for me as well, and if I can burn him with a Scald, that's good, so just trying to weigh all those things up. Alright, we'll go for Scald on this one. Obviously if we burn Azumarill or Dragonite, like, that's huge for us, but I don't think we really need it at the moment. Doesn't get burned. Alright, we have to recover here. It's probably a good chance that he switches here, to be honest, to yeah, he could switch out here. We're both sort of using up our PP here as well. No real RNG taken apart here, like he's hitting all these play roughs. I'm not getting the burns here. Obviously once one of those things happen, things go obviously clearly my way. Again, nothing. Alright. Alright, we're in a bit of a stall off here. Not too much going on. There's not really much he can do though, like now that Rotom's gone, he doesn't have his switching. I think I've lost Thyke actually. Obviously he doesn't have a switch in for me at the moment, so we can just continue to put in work with Milotic. I'm just slowly chipping away on Azumarill. Multi-scale's broken on Dragonite, which is really good. Still not getting the burn though. This would obviously be a lot harder to deal with if Azumarill was outspeeding me at the moment. I think he's probably got about 5 more play roughs left, and then after that he can't really hit me with anything. Alright, that doesn't bother me. He might even have less than 5 play roughs. I probably should have counted them. Go for Scold again here. Obviously he doesn't want to switch in Dragonite into a Scold either. Get the burn. Alright, so that might be it for him for play roughs. I think he just does stay in until he dies. I don't think there's really any reason for him to switch out. Go for Scald. Got to recover here. Bit of a standoff here, but I think with him losing Rotom, he didn't really have any other answers to Milotic. He did have play rough left. There you go. Maybe he was trying to trick me. Obviously, by not getting the burns, it's kind of wearing through my recover. Not much I can really do about it. I did get a lot of good RNG early in the match, so I can't really complain. Alright. I don't know if I didn't get a burn. I can't remember if I used any scalds before this, but I've used like 8 or 9 scalds and it's a 30% chance of a burn. It's just not happening. That's alright. Alright, I will need to use my last recover here. Let's just use Aquajet, okay. He obviously thought I was going to go for Scald there. So yeah, I'll use Scald again here. Actually, I thought about flip turning into Nidoking, but he'll just use Parting Shot. Alright, we'll use Scald here. Alright, so that gets rid of Azumarill. Alright, so here's an interesting one. He could go for Parting Shot here, Scarf Parting Shot, or he could go for Taunt. So I'm tempted to just go for Flip Turn into Nidoking. Yeah, it goes into Thievel. So I'm just going to Flip Turn here into Nidoking, which potentially takes care of, you know, everything. Yeah, he uses Taunt, so that's fine. So that's, you know, Scarf Taunt, so I can just go for Nidoking Ice Beam here and just end it. Let me just check something. Oh, fuck, he's alive. Yeah, so we're just going Ice Beam here. Yeah. So he's just not wanting to sack Dragonite, but I mean, I outspeed his Dragonite, and I'm just going to, I believe, take it out. I'll just check something. So Ice Beam kills easy here because the multi-scale's broken. Yep. That should yeah, easily get the kill. Yep. So that's it. Yeah, good game to actually Amoonguss. It was a really drawn out game. I think it went for like 35-40 minutes, but yeah, I'm really happy with that. I wasn't happy with the way that I played against him in round 1. Just didn't execute anything really well. But obviously this game, I just made sure that I protected my win cons and, just played a really clean game with my game plan, getting rocks up, making sure he didn't get his up. Thwacky being able to handle Rotom, and Milotic being able to handle Azumarill and Dragonite. Everything played a part there. Latias with the early work on Metagross, so yeah, really happy with that. Next week we'll play against the winner of Sidon and the Hustle Gods. Good luck to both of them, and I'll see one of you next week. So we did hear back from Kings Rock, coach of the Hustle Gods, and he did let me know that he won his game, so we will be up against them in the next round of playoffs, which will be an elimination game. We played against them about 4 weeks ago. We got the win. Looking at each of our teams, obviously I've got a fair bit of speed, and he's got a pretty strong Trick Room team, and he's got some priority with Sableye. Obviously he's got Zapdos, Galar, which he tends to like running Choice Scarf, but occasionally Choice Banded. So he has got that for outside of Trick Room. He's also got Chandelure. Last time I did trick a Choice Scarf from Latios from Latias to Hatterene, which worked really well. And his Appleton put in a lot of work, put us under a lot of pressure, but we came home really strong at the end once we had Hazards up. So we got Stealth Rocks up with Nidoking and Spikes up with Colossal to just mess him around a little bit, so he wouldn't bounce them back with Magic Bounce Hatterene. I thought we played that game really well, but it was a really tough game. Here's the sort of result of that one. So we won 3-1. The timer ran out just before we could get the last kill with Latias. But you can see there, he got a kill with Appleton, which I thought was really good that we limited it to only one kill. It could have easily been lots, because with that Apple Acid lowering special defense every time, nothing can take 2 hits from that. And we just worked our way into the game and then came home strong with Latias. So I don't know if the same tactics will work again. I'll be working on my team throughout the week, and hopefully we can get the win. I was surprised not surprised, but I guess Sidon, coach of the Sydney Six, who beat us last week, would have been the favourites going into the game with Hustle Gods. I was kind of hoping to play against them just because I actually thought I was going to be playing against them in last game's playoff, which didn't happen. And I sort of had a team built that I was pretty confident in. Obviously, I didn't use everything that I could have in our last games. It didn't really matter. And in my head, I was kind of hoping to play against them, get the win, and give myself a chance of getting a win against everyone in the division. But it's not to be. In saying that, I haven't seen the game yet with them and Hustle Gods, but I'm really excited to see it because it must have been a really good one. For anyone that's watched games from the Hustle Gods, really great player and really fun to watch, so should be a really good game. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.